How y'all dickheads doing? It is I, once again, Dick Record, coming to you live from the studio in New York City. We're about to do another premiere draft from the Lost Caverns of Ixalan, but before we get into it, if you're new to the channel and you like what you see, please like, share, and subscribe, but more importantly, come over to twitch.tv/DickRecord. Link in the description where you catch streaming video games, leathercraft, some Magic the Gathering content, and other assorted nonsense every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from around 4 to around 8 Eastern Standard Time. But with that out of the way, these seats are almost filled. Pack one, pick one. What are we getting? Thousand Moon Smoothies, fantastic. Looks like that's the pack one, pick one. Yeah, white's one of the better colors to be in, especially with all the really good flyers and all the tiny little creatures. Thousand Moon Smoothie is a great card that I've never seemed to get to work. It requires that you get like a bunch of like tokens out, you know, so we're going to be looking for things like Tinker's Tote. If this wasn't in the pack, I'd probably take the Chomp or the Charticourse or the Pirate, maybe the Gem Guard. I've never really had good luck with the Glorifier or Suffering, but I think it's because I'm not going wide enough with tokens. There's a few good cards in here, though. I like the Spike Tail. The Ceratops isn't terrible, but Gem Guard can get out of hand really quickly, especially in the white deck that goes really wide. Promising Veins, not awful. River Herald Guide is just like, it tends to be annoying if left unchecked. And the Sunfire Torch isn't awful. I'm going to take the Thousand Moon Smoothie. It's just too good. What are we getting here? Pack 2. Pickaxe is not bad. Sunken Citadel is like, eh? This is a much weaker pack. Dig Site Conservator. So, like, all of the text that's on here is specifically good against, like, any sort of Descend deck, like black, red, black, blue, black, green, right? Because it gets rid of their graveyard. Or part of, not even the entire graveyard. And you go down a card, and I guess you can pay 4 to discover 4. I don't know if I want to roll those dice. Deconstruction Hammer is actually okay. Shipwreck Sentry is not terrible either, now that I'm looking at everything. I don't like the Landmark. Brine Fang's fine. I do like the Pickaxe. I really kind of do. But I'm tempted to take the Sentry simply because, you know, I've had opponents aim premium removal at these things because they just kept getting in because I kept playing artifacts. So I'm going to take one of those for now. There's a Stalker. There's a Eaten by Piranhas. These are both fine cards. The problem with Stalker is that it's a black card. And in this format, people consider black to be the worst color. But I think it's good enough that we could take it here early. The whole thing is that it feeds by you descending, right? And it just keeps getting bigger, and then you could like later on use it as a removal spell. So I think it's worth getting, right? It's also it's a 1/1 with Menace, which is just like, that's annoying. Actually, I think we could take it here. Again, we're still very open. There's also Eaten by Piranhas, which I'd probably take too, or Gem Guard, maybe Dowsing Device. Nothing else is particularly good in this pack, so let me take the Stalactite Stalker for now. See what else we get. I like Cave Crawler, actually. I like Another Chance. I like Snail. Rock Slide's okay. Aspirant's fine. So Aspirant's good if you have a bunch of those really cheap flyers in like white and blue. Because it makes them bigger. That said, I haven't played the Stinging Cave Crawler yet. 4 more permanents in your graveyard, you draw a card and you lose a life. The problem that I have with the black deck is that it's very slow, which means you need early interaction, like Skullcap Snail, right? Like Deadweight. Otherwise, it's just bad, right? That said, I am going to take the Cave Crawler because it does just draw you a lot of cards later on in the game, and sometimes your opponent just doesn't want to block the 1/3 Death Toucher. And it's when it attacks, so it immediately gets you that value. That said, there's a Mural here, which we're going to take. Otherwise, I would take the Deadweight, but that Mural is just too good. Cogwork Wrestler is great. Thousand Moon Infantry is great in the blue-white deck. We want to still get like those flyers and the Tinker's Totes, but yeah, the Mural's just too good. I'm surprised that it's like going this late. So I can only imagine that there was like at least one Zoetic Glyph in this pack and possibly a Ravenous Chupacabra. But we're gonna take the mural anyway. It's just too good. There's a Gore Stalker, which I don't like. I don't mind the Scout. I don't know if it's the best card here. Idol's okay. I think Scout might be better than Idol. Because if you discover with this and get a land, the Idol kills the Scout. It does cost 1 more mana, but it replaces itself. Otherwise, it's a 2/3. I don't mind having a 2/3 that could, or a 1/2 that just draws you a card sometimes. We're passing the Phantom, which I don't really care for. The Gore Stalker, I don't even like. I absolutely hate it, actually. Let's take the Scout. I like Iceberg. I haven't seen a single flyer. Deathcap Marionette's fine. I do like the Iceberg, though. The problem with the Iceberg is that sometimes you mill your game-winning card. I'm going to take the Iceberg, though, because it allows us to still be in blue-black if we end up there. Self-Reflection would be great in blue-black, but it's likely gonna wheel. I'll take the Iceberg, because the Iceberg is just playable in like so many decks. Cosmian Blast is great. Compass Gnome's okay. Unlucky Drop is cute. I don't like that it costs 4, but these effects typically cost 4. I think I'm gonna take the Blast. It's not the best, because it's only 4 damage, and there's a lot of things that just like don't care about 4 damage, like the deluge of dinosaurs in the format. And if you're wasting a Cosmian Blast on like a 1/1 flyer, you don't feel great about it. It's attacking or blocking though, which means it doesn't care if the target is tapped. So I'm going to take the Cosmian Blast. We do need some removal. There's a Charticourse. This is the wheel too. And if the Charticourse wheeled, then that means that blue is probably very open. There's also a Rampaging Spiketail, which I wouldn't mind, or a Promising Vein. If we're in black, Spiketail's pretty good, especially if you get the Resurrection spell. What's it called? None of these cards are good. Take the Landmark, but I'm not happy about it. It's okay when you flip it. It's just that's like 4 mana for a 1/4. Then that's Scry's too. We'll take it again, but we're not happy about it. Puzzle Door, there's a few of these things like Landmark, Puzzle Door. There were these 1-drops in blue and white. They don't really do much. Hey, what's up, Susie Q? They don't really do much, right? That said, I'm not a big fan of Hoverstone Pilgrim, and it's probably just the Mycoid. Although the Mycoid hasn't been super great in this format. There's a Skullcap Snail. Is black blue like super duper open? How was your weekend? How's your staycation? Or your vacation, rather. I will take the Skullcap Snail because having a 2-drop that just goes, oh yeah, that happens. You have to lose a card, and it's exile. When this dies, you get 2 1/1s. It's not great. I think I'd rather have the Unlucky Drop, actually. Screaming Phantom is the playable card of these two here. And Child of the Volcano is not where we want to be. Queen's Bay Paladin I'm not a fan of. I'm going to take this Siren, the Spyglass Siren. It ETBs, makes a map token. It's a 1/1 flyer. It's great. I wouldn't mind the Deadweight or another Shipwreck Sentry. But this being a 1/1 flyer that just gets in, that's fine. That's more than fine in this format. Oh, you're already back? Shit, I thought you were still out. It wasn't very relaxing. Is that in a good way? Or in like a, god damn it, I can't believe we kept getting into fist fights with the locals. Don't pick fist fights with the locals. I don't like Queen's Bay Paladin because it's a very quick clock for you. It could just kill you. You lose life equal to the creature's mana value. It can get you cards back if you're like heavy into vampires, but it's got to be a vampire, which is the problem. We have drafted 0 vampires, but we have drafted a lot of cards that really want you to have artifact tokens. So I'm going to take the Spyglass Siren. Terror Tide's great. Deep Cavern Bat's fantastic. That might actually pull us into black. Both of these cards are amazing, actually. And if I go into black, I could still splash white for the Guide Mural. Terror Tide's amazing. Number of permanent cards in your graveyard. Join the Dead's also amazing. This is actually really hard, right? Because like the 1/1 flyer portion of this with a lifelink is just like, it was bad. Oh shit, I'm sorry. the 1/1 flyer that you know, also gets a card out of your opponent's hand. Real bad. That said, Terror Tide's so good though. It's a Descent card. Yeah, let's take the Terror Tide. I really like the bat. We'll see more bats and we'll see Terror Tides. Join the Dead's also fantastic. There's a lot of really good black cards in here, and they're not going to wheel, which is the problem. We're going to take the Terror Tide. We're not going to play the Smithy. Charter Course gets better in the deck because of the fact, and we have a Charter Course, we don't need a second, because of the fact that it allows us to pitch a card to descend. We're going to take this Oaken Siren here. The 1/2 Vigilant Flyer is very good. And you can use it, you can tap it for mana, which is fantastic. I would like to see, and we saw one in the previous pack, but it didn't wheel, the card that gets 2 cards out of your graveyard. 2 creatures, I should say, out of your graveyard. Brine Fang is fantastic. The rest of these cards aren't really for us, so I'm going to take the Brine Fang, cycle it for lands. Let's see, Zoyo is not for us. There's a Deadweight and there's a Join the Dead. They're both amazing. I'm going to take... so the Join the Dead, the problem with Join the Dead is that it's not a permanent that like Deadweight is. Deadweight puts a permanent into your graveyard when you kill something. The good thing about Join the Dead though is that it kills much bigger creatures, and I think we need that currently, although we really need to like interact with our opponent's board early as well, which is why things like Deadweight and Tithing Blade are great. But I'm going to take our first Join the Dead because those do not wheel very often. What's this? Descend 4. Return up to 1 non-land permanent. This could actually be good in the deck because we're doing Descend stuff, so I'm going to take the Council of Echoes. It's also a 4/4 flyer. Oh no. What? Oh god. So sometimes if I go on vacation, I do call my bank to tell them like, listen, I'm going to be in Japan or this foreign country. Just letting you know, so if you get a charge from me in another country, right? They froze. Oh god. Oh my god. That's fucking embarrassing. Like, real talk. Jesus Christ. Okay. I'm gonna take the Captivating Cave. You know, like, the other two is just like, oh, okay. Like, I guess we only have to deal with you for a few days. But the last part's just like, holy shit. I'm gonna take the Cave. A little bit of fixing that allows us to play the Guide Mural. We'll take a draft here. Caro did... Oh, jeez. Was the car not in an enclosed parking lot? Because I know, like, you guys are in a very cold area, right? I had an ex that used to live there. Looks like blue and black are drying up pretty hard, actually. I will take the white card. We'll put that in the side. Sage of Days or Phantom. I think we want the Phantom more. These are some of the wheel packs, so none of those other cards wheeled. I think I'd rather have the Phantom because it's a flyer. There's the Charter Course. I don't think we want the Charter Course, but I'll take another Charter Course over, like, I don't like Hulk. I don't like waterlogged Hulk. Can't be blocked as long as there are 8 or more permanent cards in your graveyard, but it's craft with Island. Yeah, I don't like that. I'll take a Charter Course number 2. Probably not playing it. We're not playing either of these either. This is just a do-nothing 4/5 sometimes. Didact Echo is not terrible. We already have a draft, right? Mephitic draft, yeah. So I'm going to take the Echo as a 5-drop. We're likely not playing it, though. There's another Herald Scout. That's a really late Herald Scout, and that's a really late Remembrance. We're not playing this. Brine Fang number 2 is worth considering. So, did you guys just get home? Brine Fang number 2 is worth considering. I feel. Especially if we can get the... There's nothing much else in here other than the Scout. It's either the Scout or the Brine Fang. The Scout could just draw us another card too, but I don't know. I don't see myself playing 3. I don't think we're playing the Sentry because we don't have a lot of we don't have a lot of artifacts. Right, we have 4 artifacts. And then the Spyglass Siren makes an artifact, so technically 5. I'm going to take the Brine Fang. Nice to have a good top of the curve. There's a Waterwind Scout, which I don't think we could pass up. It's a 2/2 flyer that makes a map token. Those just feel very good. And we could actually cut a Screaming Phantom because of it. Not a Cave Crawler though. Yeah, we're gonna take the Waterwind Scout. I don't think it's even close. Like, we already have an Inverted Iceberg. Cogwork Wrestler would be nice to have another of. None of these other cards are good for us where we are right now. So we're gonna take the Scout. Whale of the Forgotten is 100% in our colors, but it wants Descend 8. So, like, it's a nice tempo card early on, right? Because you could bounce something, you could force an opponent to discard a card, and it could replace itself at sorcery speed. I kind of wish it was instant speed, but like, it does a lot, especially if you get Descend 8. If you get Descend 8, holy crap! It does a lot, and I think we can take it. I've had pretty good use out of it as a 1 mode or as a 3 mode before in the blue-black deck. I'm gonna take it. It's not removal. There's a Chupacabra Echo. Speaking of removal, that's 100% for us. This is how you win games. You kill their creature and get a 3/2. Yeah, we're taking the Chupacabra Echo. We're probably cutting the Mycoid. Nothing great here for us. Unlucky drop exists. We already have an Iceberg, right? The problem with the one Iceberg that I have in the deck is that there's very few other artifacts. We have Spyglass Siren and we have Waterwind Scout, and those make artifacts. 4 hours. Okay. Hour after you got home. And you took a nap. Oh my god. Well, they just need to make those smaller. Why is it so big? I don't know. I don't know what to take here. I guess Nikonzel, but like, it's not playable in the deck. We're not seeing many playables at this point. I'll take the Hidden Cataract because we don't have a cave yet. I'd like a Promising Vein so that we could splash for the mural, or anything that makes I don't think anything in the deck requires treasure. I'm gonna take the Cataract. There's another Master's Guide mural. There's another Oaken Siren. Do we want 2 of these? I don't know if we want 2 of those. Confounding Riddle is cute. I think I'd rather have the Siren over another Riddle. Yeah, I think I'd rather have the Siren and possibly get rid of an Iceberg, or probably just the Shipwreck Sentry, actually. Yeah, let's take the Snail. I'm sorry, not the Snail, the Siren. We're not playing a Caves deck, so that's not great. I don't think we have that much removal. Wait, no, we have Chupacabra Echo, we have Terror Tide, and we have Join the Dead. I don't think we need Ray of Ruin. There we go. What's Benthesor do? Number of caves you control plus number of caves in your graveyard. We're not doing much in the way of caves, so it's a do-nothing 4/4. But if we have any number of caves, it does draw us that many cards. There's a Skull Taker, which I think I'd prefer over another Scout. That said, I don't think it's good enough. I think the Screaming Phantom might be better. So maybe I just keep the Scout, because the Scout could also just mill the card. Well, we're getting one anyway. Probably cutting it. There's a Cave Diver. Whenever a merfolk creature you control explores, it gets +3/+0 and can't be blocked. There's also a Vito's Inquisitor, which we could take, but it's not good. We're taking it, again, not good. Didact Echo, taking it, not good. Or not that it's not good, but that we're not using it. There's a Calamitous Cave-In or an Unlucky Drop. I'll take the Cave-In just because we have less copies of that. These are both 2 of 4. Whatever, I'll take a Tech Hazard. I don't think we're playing the Inquisitor. We're at 19 creatures, and I gotta cut like 5 cards. I'll take a Plains. Okay. That was a weird draft, but I think we have some pretty good cards here. We kind of got herded into blue-black. We did get some pretty good cards, though. I do like the Charter Course. I like the Icebergs. I like... The 1-drops are perfect. They can stay. Charter Course is great. Icebergs, debatable. We did get 2 Oaken Sirens, though, so there's, like, even more treasures that we can use. I think we have 19 creatures, right? We can cut 2 creatures, and I think one of them is an a River Herald Scout, because we're not going to be happy to see those later on. And I think another is actually a Mephitic Draft, because we didn't get the sacrifice card to like really pay off the... Oh wait, no, because with draft we can actually craft that away with things like let's see, inverted ice... Oh no, it's when it goes into the graveyard, right? It's when it's put into the graveyard. Yeah, so I don't think we want that actually. I thought we could use it for crafting, but crafting exiles it. So yeah. And we want to limit the amount of things that craft specifically with artifacts, because we only have so many, right? We have the Oaken Sirens. We have 2 tokens from the Spyglass Siren and the Waterwind Scout. Let's see. This is an OK Tempo card. Chupacabra Echo is a removal card. Terrortize just... Right, and I think we want to keep that. We're going to get rid of a Didact Echo because we don't need that many cards that high up on the curve. As 5 drops, we'll keep the Guide Mural. Council of Echoes is okay. It bounces something, right? It's a 6 drop, but it bounces, right? It doesn't put it on top. Yeah, to the owner's hand. It could be one of ours. So that's not bad. I don't like Benthesaur, actually. Yeah, specifically in this deck, I don't like it. So we're going to get rid of that. We're going to put another creature in. And it's probably going to be Scout. Because I do want to get rid of Unlucky Drop. Because we have the Council of Echoes as a 6 drop. And I think that that's fine. I think that's the deck, right? Let's see, 17 creatures. 17 creatures, hold on. What's our removal suite look like? Stalker's removal, technically. This is a bounce, this is a discard. Let's see. Phantom, Cave Crawlers are not removal. That's removal. Terror Tide's a board wipe. Echo's removal. Mural, Echo, this gets us a card no, that gets us a card all the time. Sometimes the flyer. This is a factory that could win us the game. And these cycle away. I think this is fine. If anything, I probably should like have something else around here instead of another Brine Fang, but this is a more controlling deck. So I think having the Brine Fangs is fine because we kind of want to get to 7 lands to do a lot of stuff. It's a shame we drafted a Smithy pack one, pick one, and it's just like we didn't get enough really playable white cards. I think the next like really worthwhile white card that we drafted was like the Dusk Rose Reliquary, and that was pack 3. Susie, I think you should just try to relax and have some tea. Green tea sponsored today's program. I think we're gonna stick with this. Yeah, blue, black, splashing white for the mural. Because we're trying to do controlling things. I kind of wish we got a copy of Deadweight, but we had to pass up every copy of Deadweight for something else that was better. Like, there just was, like, better stuff. I also kind of wish we had a single Tithing Blade, but I also kind of don't like that card. There's too many times where it's like, oh, yeah, I cast Tithing Blade. Oh, you have 2 tokens out. Cool. Let's see if the curve's okay. 2 4-drops. 5 and 5, and then a 6, and then some 7s, but those are really also 2 drops. A lot of 2 drops. We want to get down early. We want to stay in the game, or stay in the. We want to establish and control the board so that we can get to the end game, which is playing the mural. Cool, play. Oh no, going into round 1. Whew. I have some water actually. There we go. This looks fine. Turn 2 Scout, turn 3 Crawler. And there's a Chart of Course. Or if I want to loot away a land. Ah, you too with the Scouts, huh? Let's scout together, baby. Alright, that land, not necessarily the most welcome. We'll keep the Join the Dead. Yeah, we're not putting that in the graveyard. I don't know if the game understands that that's worth keeping. Another River Herald Scout, cool. Oh, they're blue-red. They're just mana screwed, I guess. Alright, so we will threaten that. And then we will attack here. Okay. Okay, cool. Do I join the dead here? Let's see. If I join the dead and kill that, that is technically a 2-for-1, because I still kill that. Yeah, let's do that. No, I don't think that's worth it. I want to get cards into our graveyard. So yeah, do it like that, kill that. Yep, and then we'll play our Cave Crawler. I think our opponent's like super duper mana screwed. We don't attack here. We actually just play this. There's a Brine Fang into the yard. Okay. Master's Guide Mural's not great here, but let's see. Got 2 things there. So I'm gonna play the Island. If I cast Chart a Course here, I get to keep this as a blocker and pitch a land, so I think I'm gonna do that. Pitch that. No attacks. I would really like a land. Not a land, anything but a land. Okay, so Screaming Phantom here, and then Oaken Siren I think is the best plays that we have. So we're gonna do that. Oaken Siren. Screaming Phantom. And then... do we attack here? If I attack here, I can then flip this if I block that with this. I don't mind, like, losing any of these creatures, either. Oh, they finally have a red source, possibly. It comes into play tapped, but... yeah, okay. So there's that. Let's see. Master's Guide Mural. Pretty good here. Next, I think we just attack. I'm gonna mill a card, yeah. Doesn't that turn this? Oh, whenever it attacks. Okay, so next to blockers. Okay. They have priority because of the Promising Vein. I don't think they actually have a counter spell here. Yeah. They're gonna get a red source. We're gonna get a 4/4? Oh, this needs double white, right? Yeah, it does. Okay. And there's one of our white sources. That's not good. Maybe I should be playing another white source. Let's see. Are there any other... no, there's not. But there are 4 cards in our graveyard, 4 permanents, so every time we attack with Stinging Cave Crawler... oh, okay. I guess I'm a 3/1, sure. Goblin Tomb Raider. Sure. Terror Tide. Interesting card to draw now. It kills my board, which I'm not a big fan of, actually. Let's see. I think the smartest thing to do is just like attack, 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 and then play a land. This is mill a card regardless. Okay. We draw a card, then mill a card, land. Alright, so next. Yeah. Okay, and then... cool. So we lost that. We have no artifacts in the graveyard, right? I think now's an okay time to just like craft away the guide mural, because one of our white sources is in the yard. So I think that it's fine now. I'm gonna play an island though. We're gonna only play an island just in case they have a way to make us discard 1 card. But we are going to craft away the guide mural to put more pressure on the board and get a 6/6 out of it. So that when we attack with the 6/6 we could tap down whatever stupid nonsense they have. And we still have Join the Dead. And if need be, we have Terror Tide. I don't think that our opponent's going to play anything too big anytime soon. They know about the Join the Dead. They don't know about the Terror Tide. And worst comes to worst, we could Captivating Cave, put tokens on our Oaken Siren, just to have a 3/4 flyer to keep banging. Yep. Maybe they heard all of that. No, opponent was very mana screwed. Like, I like how it's almost like our opponent heard my entire explanation as to why they're dead. But opponent was very, like, mana screwed there. And that kind of sucked, right? Like, they just played blue source, as well as, like, 2 cave blue sources. They just couldn't get a red source for the longest time. And they had to, like, you know, kind of fetch for it. And then they spent a treasure. Something made a treasure. Hold on. It wasn't you. It wasn't this thing. Yeah, it was the buried treasure made a treasure. Because it is a treasure. And then they spent that on the Goblin Tomb Raider, so they couldn't do anything with that. Alright, leave match. Not bad, not bad, not bad. 1-0 going into round 2, I think. Yeah, our opponents scooped as if they were like stream sniping us and going like, man, this is too much. Too much. Alright, let's play second round. Or second match. The problem with black in this format, it's still, and I think it's because of how power creep has gotten so, I'm gonna say bad. Power creep's gotten bad. The issue is that like, you no longer get like one thing out of a card anymore, right? Like you play a creature, it's got an ETB and it does something amazing, and then also you have a creature, right? So black. Most of the cards in black are just like 1-for-1 removal. It's like, oh yeah, this is a, this thing makes you sacrifice a creature. You get to choose though, you know, and it's just like, you know, Tithing Blade. So if they have like a bunch of tokens, it almost feels like a dead card. This is fun. Scout. We're gonna scout, hopefully we draw a black source off of the scout. Or get a black source off the scout. There's a black source, yeah. Screaming Phantom, perfect. This is a fantastic curve, actually. Thank you, Stream Elements. Sunscribe, we can't really attack into that. Black source. Play this. And we have scout. No attacks. So next turn we can Oaken Siren Inverted Iceberg. And I think that that's probably the play. If nothing else happens, and then just start swinging with the Phantom. The Attentive Sunscribe is also fine. Like, if we could just leave that alone, it doesn't matter. I didn't realize, I keep, not that I didn't realize, but I keep forgetting that the craft ability on Master's Guide Mural is double white. Oh god, a Kalpakal. Alright. They get the scry. Yep. They want the card. No blocks. Alright, so black source. Inverted Iceberg. Draws us a card. There's the other white source. And then next we'll attack with this. That mills a card too. I would have liked that. Next. Hits them for 2. Oaken Siren. Have another flyer. So a Kalpakal is really bad for us, actually. And the main reason I say that is because it basically draws them a card every turn, which is Ruffarino. I'm definitely going to attack into this. I'm going to let that hit me. I'm definitely going to attack with the Screaming Phantom into that. No blocks. And they get a card from a Kalpakal, which is like, that's a lot. Like, if you're playing any amount of, like, artifact creatures or Waterwind Scouts with a Kalpakal, it's just like, damn. I guess. Let's play the land. We have enough for Marauding Brinefang. There's our Guide Mural. I guess we're going to be crafting the Inverted Iceberg with it. Regardless. Opponent's like, do I block? I can craft it now, actually. Because the Oaken Siren... Wait. Can the Oaken Siren? We'll see. We'll see. Because there was nothing really to craft with it before. Opponent's doing a big think here. Yep. Okay. That's fine for me. Yeah, we can. Okay. Craft with the Master's Guide Mural. Done. Submit one. Now we have a 6/6. Pachong. So now we have something to block the Sunscribe with. But I don't think I will because Cosmian Blast is probably in their deck. Problem with Council of Echoes right now is that if I cast it, I think actually if they attack with Sunscribe, I'm going to block with River Herald Scout so that I can use the Council of Echoes to bounce a Pakal next turn. If that makes any sense. Hey, what's up, Dallas? How you doing? Welcome back. Opponent's doing a big think here. They do not like that Iceberg Titan. If they have a bounce spell, I think that's perfectly reasonable to bounce the Iceberg Titan here. Waylaying Pirates, sure. That does get rid of it. Yep. That doesn't create an artifact, though. Yep. It pays to discover. Oh god, they're getting another one of these fucking things. Alright, so they're doing that. I'm gonna block, and this actually makes it way better to block a Pakal with the River Herald Scout, because now the Council of Echoes gets to 100% bounce that nerd. And it's a warm negative 36. Jesus Christ, dude. What's my temperature here? I have 30 degrees Fahrenheit, which is, I'm going to say boiling, blistering even compared to negative 36 Fahrenheit. Jesus Christ. And thank you for converting, by the way. I'm so sorry. I never learned Celsius or the conversion. I should be able to do the math in my head too. Opponents deep think about that one. Yeah, it makes sense to keep that up top. We'll block the Pakal. Alright, so we got that thing. There's that. We're going to play the Council of Echoes. We're going to bounce Pakal to their hand. And we're going to attack here, because that has Vigilance. Next turn, we could just Brine Fang. Likely they play... Did they put the Pirates on the bottom? I could have sworn they put the Pirates on top, so it should show that they have the Pirates in their hand. Okay. Another Tent of Sunscribe. Yep. And then next turn we just swing out. Oh, that was a creature. Oh, it was an artifact, rather. A Pakal is just so much card advantage. I'm going to tap their Waylaying Pirates. And we also get to play this. That's pretty good. Alright, so I think we Brine Fang here. But yeah, we're going to tap their Waylaying Pirates and attack with everything. Tap target artifact or creature. Yep. Actually, I don't think it's important to play the Skullcap Snail because they have such a big hand. I'm going to actually just play the Brine Fang so that we have a 6/7. I want them to empty out their hand more before I play the Skullcap Snail. So probably next turn is better for the Skullcap Snail. Now this is a big turning point because if they don't block, they take like 11 damage here. If they do block, they lose some of their board, which they probably aren't keen to, right? They almost closed the schools. Oh, they're taking it. Ooh, okay. Put themselves at 6. And then if they don't deal with the Brine Fang or any amount of this stuff, this nonsense, they're just dead. Okay, cool. Now I have a 6/7 with Ward 3. Negative 50. Jesus Christ. Alright, so they're going to Waylaying Pirates. They could tap down something else. They'll probably tap down the Titan. Yep. I think we just swing in with the Council. Yep. Good game, never mind. They're just scooping. Cool. Nice. Yeah, I guess it was too much. We did have a lot of pressure. And, like, as much as I don't like, you know, playing decks that require you to have cards in the graveyard, especially because, like, it feels bad when you lose, you know, this isn't a bomb rare, but it's a nice role player, right? This, though, is a pretty good uncommon, and it feels bad to have, like, seen that get milled, but at the same time, it gave us a target so that we can craft with the Iceberg Titan to then have a 6/6 on turn 5. And like, you know, the opponent's just like, well, shit. You know? So even though they had a Pakal, who does draw them a card every turn, especially if they're playing like multiple cards that get them artifacts, it's just like, oh, ugh, damn. I was really looking forward to actually forcing them to exile a card from their hand and playing the Oaken Siren, but they would have been at 1 because like they have no way to deal with these 2 flyers. They tapped down this thing because they couldn't target the Brine Fang. The Brine Fang, I guess, swings in, and maybe not even. Maybe it's just the Council of Echoes and the Oaken Siren, right, and puts them at 1. Leave match. I could have last turn just played an Oaken Siren too, and that I think would have just been representing lethal in the air. But then they definitely tapped down the big boy. Claim that. 2-0 going into round 3. This deck's been doing very well, all things considered. I do like blue-black, and I think it's probably because like blue by itself is known as the most powerful color in the format, right? We're wearing our blue shirt. It has nothing to do with it. That has nothing to do with it. But also, I do feel that when data gets known about a color being the worst, 2 people take it, right? And it's the people that don't know any better, or the people who see the open lane. I thought I was seeing an open lane. Who knows? Oh god, we do have a blue source. We do have a blue source. I can cycle this for a blue source. We're going to be going super slow, but we do have like everything, so let's keep this for now. I'm going to play a black source. We can hope for a blue source, but we could still cycle for a blue source. And then we'll play like the River Herald Scout to hope to get another blue source. And if we get a blue source, it's just fine, right? I just play the Scout Go. Or maybe Siren Go. Nope. Next, end turn. We're going to cycle this at the end of their turn to get a blue source. And it also fills the yard for the Chupacabra Echo, which we're going to hold on to for... I'm going to say as long as possible. Yeah, that's just a 2-3. That's fine. Island cycle. Give me an island. I forgot I was using the old border islands. And we got another island! It's a cosmic joke, this game, sometimes. Council of Echoes... I don't necessarily need it right now, so that can go into the graveyard. It's a 6-drop. You know, we have better things to get on the way down. If they attack, I guess I could block. Because if they waste a removal spell to kill this, if they attack, I do block now. I don't think it matters. Okay, so Screaming Phantom. Another blue creature. Okay, so we're going to play the Phantom and then the Siren. And then pass. We pass priority so that they can actually crew their minecart. I'm gonna play this and then that, and then pass to them. Create a map token, yep. Opponent's deep think here. Alright, so it looks like our opponent's red-white. So we have to be very careful. Gwala Gala! Hey! Opponent's red-white, so we have to be very careful about 3 damage removal spells. Gwala Gala, how is your stream, dude? How are you doing? Cyber-like and welcome back. Sanzo-kun, what's good? Everybody? Hi, I'm Dick Record, also known as Dick Record. I'm doing a draft, or rather playing in a draft on Magic the Gathering Arena for the new set Lost Caverns of Ixalan. But Gwala Gala, how was your stream? What were you guys up to? Welcome aboard, everybody, and Happy New Year. I know it's the 15th. Everybody shut the fuck up. It's the 15th. I don't give a shit. Opponent played a Ruin Lurker bat, and they're crewing. Oh my god. Oh my god. Alright, so they're crewing with the bat. Okay. I'm gonna let that hit me. Actually. There's something to be said about blocking with the Scout, but I don't think I care. Actually, maybe we do care. No, I can't cast the Echo anyway. Hold on. All right, so hold on. Let me resolve this combat first. Let me block this with the scout. And if they do anything, then that's fine, right? Oh, okay, so that was combat, I guess. Alright. We gotta join the dead, which is not great here. Teal is a... You played Command and Conquer Red Alert? Holy shit. Holy shit. Alright, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna actually... No, wait, ZZZ. I'm gonna play one white. We're gonna discover onto our Spyglass Siren. Because I'd like to draw a black source. And if we don't, it just gets bigger. Worst comes to worst, they use an Abrade on that thing, and that's fine too. Yep. Sure. Oh, do I not get the card either? Or I don't get to look? Aw, that's a shame. Alright, so we're gonna play this. We're gonna play the Oaken Siren. And then we're going to not attack right now. Listen, I never understood RTS games at all. Like, some people can play those games like it's the back of their hand, literally. Like, they're just like, you know, pushing keys and like just doing shit, and I can't. That's not me. I don't understand RTS games that well, you know? I can't, like, when I see people play them, it's just like, fuck, I can't do it that well, you know? Like, I can't personally. I think they swing out with both, yep. Let's see. Block here. Take the 3, yep. We're gonna hit them with 1 in the air. Tinker's Tote, that's pretty good, I think. It's not that bad. It's not that great. You'd be better at generals. Is that the second one? I remember when I was young, my friends used to talk about Command and Conquer all day, and I was like, not even, fuck, that's not what I need. I wasn't, we are like top decking nothing that we need right now. Opponent's in white and red, so there's no worry or concern that they're going to, force us to discard. I will still keep an island in my hand, just in case. Hit them with that in the air, and we'll end our turn here. But yeah, like, they would talk about, like, all these PC games, and I didn't have a PC growing up, you know what I mean? So it was like, cool. I guess that exists. They could sacrifice that to gain 3 life. Sure. That means that they likely don't have anything worth, I don't know, I guess they could still craft from the graveyard, so that's not terrible. Hey, welcome in, SCOTUS. Did I miss anybody else? I'm so sorry. I'm, like, the worst at this, by the way. And I'm also, like, super distracted, because, like, our opponent doesn't necessarily have us in a bad spot, although this minecart's, like, pretty gnarly for us, right? And it being a 3/3 is, like, the worst part of this whole entire transaction that we have going on here. Likely... Yep. Crazy Treasure Token. Block here. I'd like another black source, because then I could play the Chupacabra Echo and kill their Ruin Lurker Bat and have a blocker for the... Actually, I think I'd shoot it off at the Aspirant. Play this. Play the Iceberg. Please don't mill a swamp. Cool. Next, we're going to hit them with the Oaken Siren. I'm gonna play the other Oaken Siren. And then I guess we'll just play the Island. That way we represent being able to craft the Inverted Iceberg next turn. I have 2 of my removal spells in my hand. I just can't cast them because they're double black, which is a big shame. You started playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links again? Oh no, I'm so sorry. I don't even play Yu-Gi-Oh! I still don't know how to play that game. Do we double block that now? The problem is, like, that just exists. You know what? I think they have a combat trick, and that's why I don't want to block it just yet. I think that's the main issue. Yep. Like, I think that they're slow rolling a combat trick, which is why I'm hesitant to, like, double block this thing. Because if they have the first strike combat trick, I just lose 2 creatures, and it feels real bad there. Okay, so Skullcap Snail. Not bad here. I can't craft necessarily. Oh, you know what? If I double blocked, I could have then crafted. Oh, not really. All right, so next turn, we're just gonna smack in. We're gonna attack with these two. Then I'm gonna Skullcap Snail. And hopefully pressure their hand enough. Yep. Snail. Oh no! Oh no, Gwalagal, I'm so sorry. This forces them to exile a card from their hand. And it looks like it's a land. Cool. So they knew about it. Have you considered, what was it? The other card's got to be a removal or something, because they get to keep holding up priority, so it's instant speed interaction of some sort. Have you considered getting the structure decks? My girlfriend she's a big fan of Yu-Gi-Oh! Because of the cartoon. I call it a cartoon to trigger people. Attentive Sunscribe, okay. And she really likes the cartoon. Crew 1, okay. That taps that, and they get a scry. I get to actually double block this thing with these two now. I think they still definitely have the first strike trick. Yep. But I'm gonna put these two in front of that. And if they have the trick, this is when they use it. And if they don't have the trick, oh well. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, they descended, so they scry again. Have I ever played Digimon? I have not. Captivating Cave is perfect here. Alright, so there's a few things we can do. One of them is attack with these two. Bong bong. Okay, we're not going to use our removal spells just yet. So let's, I guess, end our turn here, because we still have this in our hand. I have cards from the old. I don't know if I could show them off here. I have cards from the original card game for Digimon, and I have them because I was working in a movie theater at the time. They gave me a few cards, and they're all crimped. And what that means is essentially like the packaging that they were in was sealed on top of the what are they gonna exile? So there's something to be said about exiling this or destroying this in response so that I can craft it later. But I don't think that that's the correct thing to do. And if they're killing that with this, then that's kind of a desperation play. I don't think they have enough stuff going on here. I was never a huge fan of Digimon, because I guess I got swept up with Pokemania. Pokemania's come running wild, brother. We are at 6 health, though, which is of concern. Okay. I think I can block this with the Oaken Siren and then join the dead the other thing. Yep. Actually, if I block this with the Oaken Siren, then they have this flyer here still. So maybe what I just do is join the dead this thing. Because the problem with this is that, I don't want to... what's the term? Pass the blockers. Alright, so let's block this with this. Pass to damage. I think the correct thing to do is to kill this. I want to see them play something big. Oh god, it's a clay-fired bricks. Okay. They're going to get a land. Probably going to play the land, and then they could just use this next turn. It gains them 3 life. Yep. Alright, so we have to do this now, essentially. After the Pandy? Oh. That's right. Well, fucking the pandemic ruined a lot of things, right? This is premium removal. I think we're... Jesus. Okay, they have it. They do have it, too. Okay, so this is going to make them 2 creatures, and it's going to give everything else +1/+1. I think I'm going to, in response, kill this. And then, yep, makes all the creatures bigger. There's another black source. Play this. We'll play the Chupacabra Echo, but I am mostly just dead here. kill that. Attack with this. But yeah, I am just dead, unfortunately. I forgot that they had all those treasures and they could just flip that immediately. That was real good. Maybe I should have blocked with the Oaken Siren, one of the Oaken Sirens earlier. But yeah, like they just swing out here. There's nothing I could do about it. That's GG's. GG's. Dowsing device. Do they get to flip that immediately? They do. Yeah, they do. All right, good game. Not bad. I'm gonna concede. The Digimon cartoon, I know that it awakened a lot of people, right? Like, if you catch my meaning. We are 2-1. We lost that last one. That kind of sucked. But I feel like we just weren't getting good top decks, you know? That'll happen. I probably should have mulled, because we didn't have an opening blue source. We had to land cycle for one. And I think that that cost us, especially... And then it took even longer for us to get a secondary black source, which I probably should adjust the deck now that I think about it. Nah, we're already waiting. Watch, take like a minute. It's been taking a long time today to get a match going, so... Would like to win at least one more match so we go even on our entry fees. Alright, I'm canceling this. Let's go look at the mana base real quick. It's important to make sure that we have our double blacks, right? I don't think we have double blue on anything. No, we do. It's on the council. Maybe I should have kept the council on top of the deck. Because if I... No, you know, hindsight's 2020, and it was correct to put it in the graveyard. The Council of Echoes. We do have more double... We don't. 1, 2, 3... We have... Okay. We have more swamps than we have... No, we don't. Because this is 7, that's 14, 15, 16, 17. Alright, fine. Done. Alright. 2-1 going into round 3. Round 4. Come on! Uh-oh. We're gonna be waiting, aren't we? Sorry. I'm gonna alt-tab out and start setting up my lurks again. I ordered some more leather for another wallet that I want to show you guys, a design that I made. We're gonna adjust it to make it different from the one that I made for my girlfriend. Still waiting on that next the next match, huh? Holy shit. Should I just like get out? There we go. Finally. Holy crap. Oh wait, hold on. I can't have too many lurk windows set up. There we go. Perfect. Okay. And this is a keep, right? Ooh. We could wait on that, actually. And if we draw a black source, we could still cast that fairly early. But I think it's Oaken Siren, Waterwind Scout, and that's a perfect curve. So we have the tap land, go. Okay. Ramping a bit. If this is the Dino deck, this might go pretty quick, actually. Because they could play a 3-drop right now, like Armored Kin Caller. Or have another Mana Dork. I have to figure out when that is. I think I need to like work on the project that I was working on during my last Leathercraft stream a little bit off stream, because I think I have to glue it down, which means I'm gonna have to like set a button off stream. Let's see. I'm gonna play this. We're gonna stick to the path that we laid out before ourselves. I'm gonna play that first, right? As much as I would like for this to draw me a land, I already have so many lands. Actually, Dynatomaton, giving this Minache. Yep. They could just attack with that, or they could tap that for another mana, because it's a mana dork. Yep, okay. Can't necessarily say I'm thrilled about that. Although this allows us to play the Skullcap Snail. I don't think they can dump their hand next turn. So let's do this. End turn. Now, I'm not thrilled about the Dynatomaton. Sunfire Torch. Okay. So what sucks about this is that they could just like put this on this and then shoot down one of my creatures, which really sucks. And I think it's the Waterwind Scout. Unless they're just going to push through damage. But I think the correct thing to do right now is to attack with it and just shoot down something else. They're going to shoot down the Waterwind Scout. And that prevents me from really making good use of my, yeah, Oaken Siren as a blocker. Makes sense. No blocks here. Bonk, bonk. Okay. If I draw a black source, which we did not. Okay, so play this. If I play this, it's 3 mana. Okay, so hold on. Next, I'll attack. I'll attack with the Siren here. I have 3 mana up. But this is already looking bad, because, like, I have 1 creature. They have 3. I would have liked a black source earlier game. Maybe the correct play is River Herald Scout? No, let's tax their hand. And then I'm going to discover onto my Oaken Siren. If they have anything instant speed, that's probably what they're slow rolling, and that's probably what they're going to pitch. Unless there's just a land in their hand. But this is probably the optimal thing to do because it gets rid of Walk with the Ancestors. That's like not even a card. Screaming Phantom. Not really what we want right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. So, unfortunately, we're like so close to casting Brine Fang that it's actually kind of a shame. I think I will block the Paleontologist here, and if they have a trick, so be it. Yep, I figured they had something. That's actually not terrible because it fills my graveyard, but we really would have needed like... Cool. Okay, let's play the Scout. Got us a black source. Play that. Play this. That's like not good enough. Because that's on that. I think we're just dead. End turn. I think we're dead to removal too, which is like also kind of sucky. Sucky wucky. Sucky wucky. Yep. I have to double block the Dynatomaton, which feels bad. I guess I could just block the 4/4. Yep. I need something good here, like, like not a land. Good game. Okay. That was just a lot of, drawing nothing. I mean, that'll happen too, but like, Jesus Christ. We just kept drawing nothing. And then when I thought I was... well, I guess the curve is pretty low too. Which is kind of where we want to be simply because we want to interact with our opponent. But we need to draw like the good cards too. Like that helps, game, please, if you could. Also, with Descend being such a big... we're 2-2 going into round 5. With Descend being such a big part of the format, I kind of wish that Explore gave you the option to put the land in the graveyard. Technically, it's better to put it in your hand. Technically, it's better to put it in your hand, because then you have access to it, and if you have too many cards, you can always discard it to hand size. And also, in your hand, it represents a resource, but... we needed to control that board a little bit better. Is what it was. And we didn't get the opportunity to. I think the only thing that would have saved this was like Join the Dead earlier. Oh, look, it's fucking Join the Dead. I think I can keep this. It's a lot of black cards. One black card gets us Phantom. But we need to draw lands. I'm gonna mulligan this. Hey, I think I have to... How many black sources are in here? So there's 7. So you have a 21% chance to draw one. 1, 2, 3 times. Okay. We can keep this, fuck it. We have 3 chances. We'll be fine, we'll be fine, we'll be fine. 3 opportunities to draw a first one. Between the exploration. We're gonna play the tap land first. I'd love to draw one here. And also make a 2/3 River Herald Scout. Guidewing is pretty bad for me. That's the opposite of what I just asked for, game? Waterwind Scout's fine. Actually, pretty good here. In fact, leaving that on top. There's a 2. It's a 1/1 with Minache, which is absolutely dreadful here. Playing a 1/1 with Vigilance here, Flyer, is actually really good in this format. Alright. You got, opponent. What do you got? Yep, hit us. Okay. They probably have Saw Blades in their hand, if they're double white here right now. Or maybe Cosmian Blast. I'm still attacking with the River Herald Scout. And then playing a land and playing the Waterwind Scout. Ooh, Vanguard. Okay. Maybe we don't attack here. Yeah, I don't think we attack here. Play the white card, and we'll play the Scout. No attacks. This can block this, and this can block that. And then they make this indestructible? Maybe that's not worth it. Because then they sacrifice this no matter what. Maybe we just block that. No, I think we have to block. We'll just block this like this, and we'll leave this up there. I don't think they're going to attack with the Guidewing. Because we have the 2/2 flyer. Dauntless Dismantler. Okay. Cool. I'd love some black sources game. Okay. On you. Thank you. Jesus Christ. Oh, I should have attacked with the Waterwind Scout then. Or... rather, I should have attacked first and then played the Phantom. There we go. I have a 2/2 flyer. This will be pretty good, actually, because we'll start to fill our graveyard. There's their red source. Okay, so they're red-white. Old Tech Cloud Guard. Okay. Black source. Okay. I think we attack with one of these. And I think it's the no. Let's send the Scout in. Oh, yeah. Next. Okay. Played a land. This does nothing right now, so end turn here. Part of me wants them to play out a big board, and then, like, me start blocking everything, right? And, like, losing creatures, doing trades and shit. Because then I can Terror Tide. Yeah, there's an Aspirant. Okay. Okay. That's a pretty big boy. Pass to attackers. Okay. I'm gonna join the dead now. And if they sacrifice it to the Vanguard of the Rose, I won't block that with the River Herald Scout. Yep. So there's no reason to block that. No blocks. Goblin Tomb Raider. Wow! Alright, so play a land. Next. Actually gonna send this in. I need to start descending. Yep, there we go. We could end turn here. The Terror Tide doesn't really do anything. Hey, welcome back, Sponge Boy. How you doing, dude? Is that one of your emotes? I'm sorry. Hyper cheese. Oh. I'm not being cheesy, I swear. Opponent's got a pretty big board, and I kind of want them to kill my creatures so that I can get a really good Terror Tide out. Just, right? Most of their creatures are 1/1s and 2/2s. If we cast it now, it'd be 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I'm going to actually block that with the Scout. And they can just sacrifice something. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. That's great for me, actually. Kinjali's Dawnrunner. Yep. Okay, so... is this a good time to Terror Tide? Probably. So I kill 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh no, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 creatures. Yeah, next. We lose 2 of our own. Okay. 8-hour WoW performances. What? I'm gonna Terror Tide here, and it's gonna get rid of most of their creatures except for the Dismantler. Uh-huh. That's gonna explore, and we'll play the Cave Crawler. Eight hours of WoW maintenance. Yo, fuck that. I want them to play that. I do want them to play that so I can kill it with a Chupacabra Echo and then attack with my Cave Dweller for to draw a card. Thank you. Very good for me. Yes. So we're gonna play the Echo, then we're gonna yeah. Kill that. Draw a card. Yep. Got a Guide Mural. I'm gonna hold on to the Swamp just in case they happen to be playing black. Now, if I play the Guide Mural, the creature comes into play tapped because of the Dismantler, which kinda sucks, but what are you gonna do? Our opponent walked right into our board wipe, so that's kinda cool, but if they start playing like big creatures, it's gonna suck. Especially because we kinda lost our bigger removal with Echo as well as Join the Dead. There's a Gem Guard, okay. Alright. Play... Hold on. Next, we actually just send in the Cave Crawler. It draws us a card, and if they block... Sure, you know? Captivating Cave. Okay, yep. So they lose a creature. I lose a creature, but... I've been drawing a ton of cards. Yep, alright, so... Play this. Play the Mural. Do I have any artifacts in the graveyard? No, right? Okay. Yep, that's a 4/4, but it's tapped. I'm not gonna turn this into counters for anything because we might need it for the extra white source on the Captivating Cave, right? Deconstruction Hammer, that's pretty good actually. Because if they put that on here, then this actually gets to destroy my mural, which is fine, actually. Uh-huh. They have the mana to do it, but it's also going to cost them, like, a defender, a blocker? They'll probably do it at the end of my turn. And if they choose not to, that's also, like, kind of weird, right? Mm-hmm. There you go. Alright. So they're going to be taking 7 next turn, which is real weird. Wait, 7... 8, 9? They shouldn't have done that. We got him! We got him! Alright. Hey, we got our 3rd win, which means we're going even on entry fees. 8 hours, Jesus Christ. Oh shit, I just realized Scody might be Cody. I'm dumb. Alright, so claim that. Got another blip on the thing, and we're 3-2, going into round 6 somehow. That last match was won off the back of Terror Tide, which is absolutely fantastic, considering we had nothing in our graveyard. And I probably should have been attacking with the 2/2. They're both 2/2s. What's it called? But yeah, them having like such a wide board and then me going, nah. That really sucked for them, didn't it? Okay, so this is a good hand actually. Turn 1 Siren, turn 2 Cataract, turn 3 Waterwind Scout. I think is like what we want to be doing here. Opponent is choosing whether or not to mulligan, but we're keeping this. This is a great hand. Oh. I might actually be playing this Hidden Cataract way later. Because Oaken Siren's just a bastard, actually. So we're just going to have flyers for days? Akal Pakal? Alright. Play this. I think we could Screaming Phantom here. Another flyer. Gong gong. End turn. I don't think I want to use the token just yet. And I think next turn we play Hidden Cataract Waterwind Scout. Yep. They get a few treasures here. This is the second time I've had to deal with a Akal Pakal. Yep. And it gets them a card into their graveyard and a card into their hand. It's really good filtering. Like, I kind of wish we had an Akal Pakal. Right? Putting away the Glorifier of Suffering. Let's see. We don't want that just yet. I think we just swing out here. Mill a card. Yep. Terror Tide. Yep. Waterwind Scout. Opponent's like, you stop playing fucking flyers? End turn. Yep. Gain 3. Because this is right now every turn 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 damage. We have a lot of damage in the air. And we milled a non-flyer, which is fine. Target creature, non-land permanent to its owner's hand, discard a card. Okay, that's going to be pretty bad, actually. Yep. They're not attacking either. They could have attacked. It was free damage. Or I guess not, realistically. Let's see. Mill a card. Oh, fuck me. I needed that, actually. Put that in the yard. And... okay, land. And I could Wail of the Forgotten to bounce this, which I think we do here. Target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. Boop. Put your 4/4 back in your hand. Go. Ooh, a Sandwing. Okay. Alright. Let's see. Terror Tide, that doesn't do it. Play a land here. I think we could actually just swing out here. Mill a card, yep. And that allows us to cancel Echoes, bounce Akal Pakal. You. Now, granted, Terror Tide kills everything on the board, which is kind of bad. I think opponent's going to want to, if I could draw, like, the Chupacabra or something to kill the Sandwing, that'd be fantastic here. Yeah, I figured they were going to do it like that. Essentially, they don't want to flip this until they can get a Pakal out. Oh, there we go. This gets them more filtering. Okay. I'm still going to swing out next turn. And I think they block the Council. This is a Scry 2. Yep. That's just so much card advantage too, which is really good. Next, I'll swing out again. Mill a card. Yep, Charter Course is fine. They might have Saw Blades here. If they have Saw Blades, that kind of sucks. But right now, it's all the air game. It's only air game. Yep, there's the Saw Blades. There you go. Uh-huh. Okay. I think there's no better time to use the Terror Tide than now. So there we go. With my opponent at 5. And the next turn we have the Guide Mural. Like, they have more cards in hand, but I think we can just kind of get them here. Let's see. They do get to flip the Guide Mural or one of the other things, right? Yep. Ooh, a Brine Fang, you say? Yeah. Cast the Brine Fang. 6/7. It's a 6/7 with Ward 3. Likely they have bounce spells that could deal with it, but like, they're not wonderful. If they cast, or if they flip this, let's see what's in their graveyard. There's a Tinker's Tote. They can flip this with the Tinker's Tote, yep, and have a 1/4, yep. Oh, that's right, they got another one of those, okay. Let's see. Next turn's not the greatest time to do that. We're gonna Guide Mural here. We could join the dead. Be very careful here. Oh, you know what we do? We attack with the Brine Fang. And then if they block with one of those things, or with 2 of those things, we join the dead the other one. It helps get rid of both the 2 things for us. Okay. That's pretty bad, actually. Resolve. That was pretty bad. I'm gonna say that. We'll play the Guide Mural. Alright, this is not looking good anymore. It did make sense, though, to do the what's it called? The Terror Tide when we did do it, because, 1, we needed to get rid of a Pakal. Oh god, they have an engine going. Yep. Yep. Alright, we'll block the flyer. I'm sorry, not the flyer, that one. Land is not great here. Let's see, is this 5? Yeah, so if we tap 1, we don't have enough for that. Okay. We need Chupacabra Echo. God. Cave Crawler's fine, but I don't think that's enough. They attack with everything. One of these gets to be flying, so they activate that. Yep, that's pretty bad. Oof, pardon me. Yep, one of those gets to fly. I guess I'm taking 9, which I'm not thrilled about. Bong, bong, bong. Okay. Didact Echo. Draw a card. Okay. Land. They also have that thing. I'm trying to think. Alright, so you know what'd be good right now? Terror Tide. Play this. Let's see what we're gonna get. Oh, it's another Brine Fang. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Sure. They both die. Okay. Well, I'm just gonna do this. Good game. Oh, sorry. Damn! Damn! We were so close. We were very close. We were close. And then, should I have held off on using the Terror Tide when we did? I don't think so. I think we really had to like push through that damage. View battlefield. We kind of knew about the saw blades, but there was nothing really we could do about it. It was just like, well, listen, we have to attack eventually, right? So, and it taking care of the, hold on. Oh, it taking care of the, what's it called? The Council of Echoes, which I've warmed up to, actually. This seems like a pretty good card, just because it's a 4/4 flyer. And in this format, if you have, like, the flyers, it's great. Maybe the thing was, I should have waited to use the Whale of the Forgotten. Because then we could have, like, three-wielded, or three-moded it, right? To get another card, to bounce something, and then to force them to discard, right? Especially if we bounce something to our opponent's hand while they're empty-handed and then force them to discard, that's like removal, right? And then the last mode gets us a card and fills our graveyard. But yeah, their deck was very good. This is a great card. Sawblades is great. They kept playing bangers. Akal Pakal is just like, you know, he's good. He's very good. We're done. But yeah, leave match. Oh, and they had the mural, right? I wouldn't be surprised if they also had the bricks, right? All right, so 3 wins, 3 losses. We went even, right? Claimed the prize. Yeah. Hell yeah. All right, so I'm gonna be well, hold on. If you're watching on the YouTube and you enjoyed that, please hit that thumbs up button. But more importantly, come over to twitch.tv/DickRecord to see me do this live and embarrass myself in front of other people.